Okay, so this is an explanation of question 3 in the diagnostic, and it's converting between fractions, decimals, and percents. So quickest thing to remember, a fraction, the bar just means division. So really, all you need to do when you're given a fraction is just do the top number, 2, divided by the bottom number, 5, and that turns it into a decimal. You can do the same for this one, but you might want to turn it into an improper first, so that becomes 41 over 20, and then you can do top divided by bottom. You could keep it as a mixed as well if you want to, and just do the 1 divided by 20 and then write 2.05, that would work. Okay, so the next easiest thing to do is to take those decimals and turn them into percents. So we've got actually 4 decimals now. Let's turn them into percents. To turn decimals into percents, you multiply by 100. Remember, percent means per 100. And so this one will just be 40%. This one will be 180%. Remember, you can have positive percents, negative percents, or decimal percents, or you can have percents bigger than 100. So don't get thrown off by what the number is. This one is 205%, and this one is 80%. Okay. So the next easiest thing to do is to go from percent into a decimal. And so if we went to get it to a percent, we had to multiply by 100. To get it out of a percent, we have to divide by 100. So 5% will become 0.05. I did that by doing 5 divided by 100, or move the decimal place 2 times to the left. Both of those work. So this one here, you can either divide by 100, or you move the decimal place 2 times to the right, and you get 1.25. So I've saved the hardest one for last. The hardest one is to turn percents and decimals into fractions. And so remember the rule, if there's 1 decimal place, it's a tenth spot, you put it over 10. 2 decimal places, hundredth spot, you put it over 100. 3 decimal places, thousandth spot, you put it over 1,000. And then you simplify. So this one here, 1.8, it has the 8 is in the 10th spot, so let's take the 18 and we'll put it over 10. And then we just simplify. We think about what 2 numbers go into both 10 and 18. In this case, 2 goes into both, and we get 9 over 5. And remember, we can leave it as an improper fraction. If you want, you can change it into a mix. You can make it 1 4/5, but you don't have to. So this next one, again, also has 2 decimal places. So we'll write it as 5 over, I guess the first one didn't have 2 decimal places. This one does have 2 decimal places. We write it as 5 over 100, and then we simplify. And 5 goes into both the top and the bottom, and so then we would simplify that. Next one, same thing. We write it as 8 over 100, and we simplify. 2 goes into both. And, oops, that's not right. So 2 goes into that 50 times, and then 2 goes into both of those. So that's what I was thinking when I wrote the 25. Actually, the easiest thing would have been is for 4 to go into both. But it doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. And then this next one will be 125 over 100. And again, you think of a number that goes into both the top and the bottom. In this case, 25 goes into both, so you'll get 5 over 4. And those are your answers for question 3.